Sessions and Lessons Unscripted.
Let's go.
And now your hosts, Joel and Gloria Rosario.
Hey, you decided to click on the button again. Thank you for that. This is Joel, your host of Sessions and Lessons Unscripted. And here across from me, the lovely Gloria Rosario.
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
Hope everybody's having a good one. Yeah, so I would say business as usual, I think.
As normal as possible, I guess.
Well, we got some stuff done today, so that's nice. I had to go out and buy clothes because my clothes is not fitting anymore.
Woohoo! I'm so proud of him, you guys. He's losing weight, and we bought a smaller pant size, and it still ended up being too big, so we're making progress.
I guess so.
I'm so proud of him. He's nonchalant about it, but I'm very excited for him.
Yeah, well, this is kind of a lifelong thing, so it's like, all right, well,
But you know what, though? You have to celebrate the little battles before you can actually win the war, so you're on the right path.
So I'm telling you, I still a work in progress. I'm still trying to learn how to take compliments and take the little L or the little W's. I'm so used to taking the L's.
Nope, you gotta get used to winning in life, buddy.
I guess so.
Yeah.
So what's new, Gloria?
Nothing much.
Or should I be like, what's new, pussycat?
Meow. No, Kitty's good. She's around. Lola actually did not eat her, so we're good.
I'm telling you, kittens are like a lot of work. I didn't realize that they were going to be that. I didn't realize they were going to be that bad.
You know, I've had kittens before, and it was when I was like a little kid. Maybe I didn't realize like how much work they were because I was having fun with them. But now that I'm older and I'm trying to do things, and this little asshole's in the way.
Yeah, well, you know how that goes.
Yeah, she's officially ours. We took her into the vet, gotten
Mhm.
her first round of shots.
Her name is on record now.
Yes, it's Mouse.
Oh, which reminds me, I forgot to get her a little tag. I want to get a tag for her. Yeah, her name is Mouse or Mousy.
Yeah,
And
she's
she knows,
demon child.
and she knows her name now. I'll call her and she'll come.
She just chooses to ignore it.
Yeah, she's pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, it's life as usual, still going one thing at a time, I guess. Can't complain too much. Well, I can't complain, but who's gonna listen?
Not me.
All right, so I guess we'll get right into it. Gloria, there was something interesting that happened the other night. I don't know about anybody out there, but I I usually have rituals, and I think everyone has rituals, right?
Yeah, I was gonna mention that I also have my little routine of things that I have to do.
Right.
Otherwise, I, go crazy.
Right. So, I mean, rituals is one way to put it, but I think
Habitual habits or
your routine. That's
routine.
what the,
Yeah,
I think that kind of
fits it.
fits more.
Yeah.
So,
A ritual sounds a little witchy.
yeah, ritual sounds witchy, which, whatever. But, yeah, we were talking about it the other night, and there are certain routines that I have that she started to pick up on, and she was asking me about them, and the whole subject of OCD came up. And for those that don't know what OCD stands for is what?
Obsessive compulsive disorder.
Right. So most of the time that entails repetitive behaviors, and I mean, it gets to the point with some people that it's debilitating. It's not, I've always said I know I have it. I never was uh, diagnosed with it. I was in the process of being diagnosed. I got diagnosed with mixed anxiety and depression disorder, but I never followed through with my
Treatment.
treatment. I don't remember what it was. I think it's that 2024 where year And it was horrible.
Life fell apart.
Yeah, I mean, our 2024 was horrible. We had a fire. We had,
Death,
uh,
bending.
yeah, we had uh, family members getting ill. I lost my job. I mean, it was horrible.
It was a cluster.
Yeah, it was a cluster. So, anyways, so Gloria and I started talking about OCD, and I was mentioning how yes, I do have it, never officially diagnosed, but I told you about that before.
Okay, so here's the thing. He had mentioned it, but it's gonna sound bad, but I know a lot of people say, "Oh, I have OCD," and it's not that they have OCD. It's just a thing. I guess to say that you have
Like
OCD.
quirks or whatever.
Yeah, and it's not a quirk,
I get that because people throw that around too loosely.
right? And actually, I have OCD behaviors.
But then see, the severity is
Right.
different.
Mine are very, very subtle.
Minor, yeah.
Until I caught you I caught him about a month ago, I want to say. And I didn't want to bring it up because we had never talked about it. And I didn't know how comfortable you were. And I didn't want to gut you open and be all,
No, I'm completely fine with that.
right. So I had been kind of stalking him just to see what he does. No, really,
He was stalking.
I was stalking him. And I'll admit it, I was stalking him. Because I didn't want to ask. But then I finally asked him the other day. I was sitting on the couch and I caught him doing something. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, what is this?
Uh-huh.
And you said, oh, this is part of my, OCD. And I was like, okay, explain. Tell me more.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not proud of it. But yeah, there's certain things that, and like I said, everyone's different, right? There's like certain severities, and there's some people that have it to the point where they can't function, right? Because they get stuck,
Right.
like physically stuck, like they
Right.
can't do it.
Actually, when I was doing home care a couple of years back, they gave me a client who was OCD and he had a severe case of it. And I remember that our task was easy. All I had to do was drive him from point A to the dollar store and back to point A. And I remember that there had been construction on the way there, and he had his route that he had to take.
Right.
But it was impossible that day because of the construction. They were rerouting, and you couldn't turn the way that he normally would turn.
Did he freak out?
He flipped out in the car.
Okay.
And I was like, look, we're going to have to figure this out because I can't turn that way. As you can see, it's blocked. There was, what are those called? Like borders? The cement borders.
Barricades.
The barricades were there. I can't climb over this with the car, so you're going to have to work with me if you want to go home. Otherwise, we could stay here in the parking lot.
Right.
The whole way home, he was freaking out. And it was so hard to get him into his apartment, and it had thrown everything off for him for the rest of the day.
But I wonder sometimes, and maybe someone out there listening knows, there is a thing of just, I guess, being anal retentive or just so set in your ways that it's, I
Right.
mean, I don't know, it wouldn't fall under the OCD.
No.
So do you think it was legit OCD,
Oh,
or
no,
do you
he
think?
did. He
Okay.
did because before he entered the house, he would have to knock 3 times,
Okay.
open the door, wait or he would go in first, and then I would go in.
Okay.
He would close the door, knock 3 times,
Right.
check the lock, walk away halfway,
Yeah.
turn around, open the door, unlock it,
That's
and lock it
OCD.
again. Yeah, no, he had a severe case. Oh, I didn't have patience, and I felt so bad for him because his routine had been thrown off.
It's funny you mentioned that because I know for myself, and not to start a argument or anything, but Gloria, I joke around talking about how Gloria was put on this earth to kind of help me or test me, one of the two, or a combination. because she'll leave doors open, she'll leave things unlocked that I have to check, and then it's like I I'm not it's not debilitating, but it's sometimes it's a challenge. I'll put it that way. But I know one of the things was I was checking a door or something, right? That's what you noticed.
Yeah, and I saw. I still don't know what your routine is with it, but I saw you touch the door a certain way,
Uh,
and then kind of do it a couple more times,
right.
and then you started to turn, but then you did it again.
Yeah, so I'm being completely transparent and honest and everything because that's how I roll. So I was talking to Gloria about it, and then I was kind of pointing out the things that are my OCD, whatever. And like, what else did you notice? Did you notice any? You noticed the door thing, right? Which is accurate. So what I
I've
do,
noticed. Oh, hold on, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. So, um, like I said, the first time I got onto, and this is so crazy to me because we've been living together for how long?
no, it's before COVID.
Right, and
Uh,
I saw you doing.
like I said, I told you before.
Right, I've
Yeah.
seen you do things, but I would just kind of didn't pay attention. It's like, oh, okay, whatever. He's doing his thing. I'm gonna go do my thing in the next room.
Right.
But I also noticed the window. The window.
Oh yeah.
I didn't see it fully because when I was walking in, I guess you had finished and you were starting to walk down the stairs.
Right. And then I freak out when you start being nosy. When you start like, what are you doing? Because I'm
No,
in the
because
middle of
it's his routine,
right.
and I didn't know that. And see, the thing is that I have my routine that I have to follow every day, and if I don't, it bothers me.
Yeah, it bothers me too.
No, doesn't it bother you?
Yeah, it does bother me.
I feel like, oh,
It bothers me when people interrupt my routines too. I get irritated.
no, that's why I don't like to go out too much anymore because I have my routine in the evening,
Yeah.
and it's my routine.
Mm. Yeah, but the window thing is one of them. I have to check window, make sure the window's closed. Then I check that the window's locked, and it's sometimes few times, not just once.
Right.
Then another thing that I'm like OCD-ish about is the stove because I've got to make sure it's off.
Right.
So I look at and this is another thing. I try not to touch the stove when I check it.
Uh-huh.
It's just a visual thing where I make sure every knob says off,
Right.
and I'll keep checking them to make sure they stay off, 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 off. And then the doors, and it's not every door because like the bedroom or door or whatever, I just close it.
Right.
But it's usually like, excuse me, the front and back. Well, the back door not so much now. The front door for sure. I check the lock. I make sure it's closed, like closed. And then
But excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I see you touching it like a certain way.
yeah, because
is
I'm
that?
pressing into it.
You're pressing into
I'm
it.
pressing the door to make sure it's closed.
Oh.
The latch is closed
Okay.
because it could be closed but not closed.
Right.
See what I mean?
Okay, so
She's looking at me.
no,
What?
no, no.
So look.
It's intriguing to me because, like I said, I have slight OCD, but it's very like minimal.
Mine, I would say it's moderate because it doesn't get to the point where I can't function, but there have been times where, and I don't know if maybe it's the stress level at the time or whatever, but there's been times where I'll check something and it gets so severe that I get into like a panic mode.
Right.
Like I can't stop, and I know I want to stop. Like another one of my things is checking the sink. Like when I turn the water off, it's clearly off, but I have to tap the spigot or whatever, the handle,
Right.
and then I gotta look at it to see that there's no water running.
Uh-huh.
And I do that a few times to make sure the water's off. but then I'll look at it, see it's off, and it's like I'm compelled to check it.
Right, I get it.
And then that doesn't happen often, but it has happened.
Right.
And the feeling, it's almost like a panic. So like I stand there and I'll physically like feel my muscles tighten up, like especially like in my hands and my arms, my upper body.
Right.
And I just tighten up and I can't, it's weird. I can't explain it.
The best way that I can explain it, because like I said, I have my little tics as well, is I feel very uncomfortable.
Yes.
And my brain is like, check it. Check
Yeah, exactly.
Check it.
Yeah.
And even if I don't want to or I don't feel like it, if I leave and lay down into bed, I have to get up and go do it because my brain is like, you didn't do it.
Yeah, then they're done.
You didn't do it. Did you check? Did you? And it's like this repetitive thing. And it's like, I understand what you mean. You kind of tense up.
Yeah.
And it's like tense. You get tense and it's like anxiety almost.
And I mean, I already have anxiety issues and stuff like that. And this is probably not the best thing to admit out in the, whatever.
To all three of our listeners?
Yeah, well, maybe it's 4 now. I don't, it could be 4.
Ooh.
But I have anxieties when I drive, and driving's like, you need to be on your you-know-what because, I mean, you're driving.
Right.
But I'm so, like, sometimes, not all the time, let me just say this, not all the time, but I'm so, like, freaked out of getting in an accident or hitting something, or
Right.
like, that's another thing I really can't explain. That could be part of it, but, yeah, there's like I don't know, I don't know how many of the quirks you've caught. I know you caught the door and the window.
Well, the door and the window for sure. But that's pretty much it. And that just goes to show that even though we're together all the time, we're not on top of each other all the time. Like we give each other space. So it's just I don't question him on his routine and he doesn't question me on mine.
No, because I mean it's your routine.
Yeah.
But mine is a mental condition.
Mental conditions. No, I know, because when there's something, I have my routine. Even though it doesn't seem like it to you, to me, I have my routine.
Well, yeah, I know you have your routines.
Yeah, I have my routine. And when I break the chain of the routine, it bothers me so much.
Right, it starts to ruin your day.
Right. Right. And I think that happens a lot to me where it's in the back of my head and I can't move past it. And then when I come home, whatever it is that I didn't do has to get done.
Right.
Like, the rocking chair thing, that has been bothering me all day today.
Well, that bothers me too because it was a catch-all.
Right, but it bothered me more because I just feel claustrophobic lately. I don't know if you've noticed that I've been like moving things. Like I feel very claustrophobic. So that's my solution to start, getting rid of things. And I finally got rid of we have this rocking chair. I only sat on it like maybe twice, and then it just became my additional closet.
Right. So like common types of compulsive behavior, and like I said, just because you exhibit these things doesn't mean you have OCD.
No.
So like cleaning and hand washing, that's normal, right?
I am super obsessive about washing.
See, even then, I can see people that are like neat freaks, right? And it's not necessarily OCD.
Right.
But that would be one. And then constantly checking things, which I'm guilty of.
Right.
It's funny because they mentioned checking doors are locked and the gas is off. That's me.
Yeah.
Counting things. I'm trying to think if
No, I'm a counter.
I count things. Yeah,
I count.
Once in a while, I catch myself doing that.
Right.
Ordering and rearranging stuff all the time. That should be definite yes, because this room that we're sitting in, I don't know.
You just rearranged it for like the 4th time this month.
4th time this month. And I think I got it the way I want it.
Yes, this actually, you guys probably won't hear it after it's edited, but the room has shifted so much that we could hear an echo now when we're recording.
Yeah, it's kind of echoey a little
But I
bit.
kind of like this because the room looks so much bigger.
It does, and I could set up my drum set.
No.
Then I could be like in Step Brothers. Don't touch my drums.
Did you touch my drum?
Did you touch my drums?
No.
No. Don't. I'm not a. Maybe I gotta watch it a few more times. Step Brothers to me was just, and I don't mind. I don't mind cheesy, stupid movies, but that movie was.
I love that movie so much.
Movie was.
One of my favorite Will Ferrell movies.
No, my favorite was in Old School when he took a dart to the neck. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, you can even Google it. I swear, I don't think I've laughed so much at a movie.
I don't think I've seen that one before. We gotta check it out.
It was what's his name?
Stifler or Stickler.
Yeah, Stifler, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was him with a mullet, and then he was like
He had like a pet zoo or something, right?
He was at a kid's birthday party with the little pony, and then I'm not even gonna spoil it. You guys got to just look up the dart scene in Old School. Oh my god, I laughed so hard. You got a dart in your neck, man. But anyways, check it out. So another thing is that's a trait, I guess, of OCD is like hoarding, which I guess I'm kind of a pack rat, right?
We're pack rats.
Yeah, I mean, you more than I.
I'm so horrible with that.
Yeah.
And we've talked about that in the past.
Let me ask you, this is one that's, and I know I'm guilty of this in the past.
Right.
Looking for reassurance. Do I do that or?
Sometimes in subtle ways.
Yeah.
In subtle ways.
Like name a time, because I know I'm guilty of that one. Like
when you ask for my opinion, but the answer's obvious,
mm,
I think you're looking for reassurance, and that's fine. Of course, that's what I'm here for. The reassurance thing, yeah, I definitely see you doing that often.
Then often repeating stuff in your head by yourself.
Yep,
I do that all the time.
All the time.
And then thinking neutralizing thoughts to combat the quote unquote bad thoughts.
Right.
The, I guess, intrusive.
Can I ask you, how do you, when you're going through, let's call it an episode for a lack of, better wording. How do you bring yourself back to your normal self after you
I just wait it out.
You just wait it out.
I mean, there's really no. I mean, that's just me. So I don't know if anyone out there listening that has OCD goes through that kind of thing, but me, I just go through the motions and like that's it. It's done.
You're done with it?
Right. So like, for example, at night when I'm checking a door, once my brain is satisfied, I'd move on.
Uh-huh.
So it's not, because I know some people, it's a specific like number, right? So like if I look at this
Right, like I said, that one client that I had
right, had to knock three times, right? Some people are very numbers, like everything has to be, this lock I gotta check 6 times and I gotta push the door 4 times, and then me, I used to kind of count, but then now I just do stuff, and
Right.
then it's like my brain, it's automatic. So like instead of counting, it's like, my brain knows, okay, this is enough. So, but yeah, I normally just wait it out. I don't.
There's no reason.
No rhyme or reason, I guess. Yeah. So, and another thing we were kind of stumbling across, because I know Gloria was kind of looking into it and stuff. There's like this. I don't even know if we should do this on the show, but there's a site that popped up where you can do a quiz, and it'll
Is
tell
it
you.
one of those Facebook quiz?
No, it's not a Facebook quiz.
No.
But I don't know if we should do it. Do you think we should do it? And then maybe people that are listening could go through these questions on their own.
This would be a perfect time for us to remind people that we are not professionals.
That is very true.
I was like before, it sounds fun and it sounds like it'd be an interesting activity.
Right.
But again, I'd like to remind everybody that Joel and I are not.
We're not professionals.
We're not medical professionals.
We're not therapists. We're not. And everything that we say is not.
It's based off of opinions and personal experiences.
Personal experiences. Right. We're not experts.
Nope.
So do not just basically take what we say with a grain of salt. Hopefully, the stuff that we present to you guys just kind of triggers things in you and like helps you get started or look into stuff or whatever, provokes thought. That's what we're here for. We're not here to treat you.
No.
We're not here to tell you yes or no. We're not your parents.
No, we're basically just two idiots in a room.
Goofballs in a room full of toys.
Yes. Let that be your image when you think of us. We're in a room full of toys.
So when you're looking for professional help,
not us.
This ain't us.
Nope. Keep it moving.
But anyways, we'll probably, I'm thinking maybe we'll do this, and this is just for myself. So this is Gloria and me. I'm taking the test live on air.
Ooh.
And if anybody else wants to take the test, you can always go online and take, a similar test or whatever. But do you think we should do this, or I don't even know if we can do this. Can we do this?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Legal department?
Yeah, what's our legal department say? Well, we don't have one. Maybe we won't do it. Maybe we should do it like offline and kind of whatever.
What is it though? Like, explain yourself.
So when I was Googling some stuff and then it came up and I clicked more, learn more. And it's a website called Yourself First. I don't know what they are or who they are or whatever. But it's supposed to, you pick if you're a female or male, and then you do this test. And I guess if it tells you if you have OCD or not. Well, I already know I got OCD. I just need to get treated.
You know what? Let's not. The whole copyright thing.
Yeah, I don't know if that's kosher or whatever.
No, let's do something else.
All right. So, did you have other questions about? Well, for me, anyways, because I know you were like picking my brain, which is not hard.
Because I was so intrigued with it. Because, like I said, I have been diagnosed with OCD, but it's a slight issue that I have. Not bad.
Right.
It's just my routines. I have them and I have to do them. That's it. But with OCD, let's say that we go on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Does it bother you that you can't be home to do your routine with the doors and the windows?
Actually, no. I don't. It's weird. I will say though, I do think about it, like the house, but I think that's anybody, right, that owns a home. Like when you go away for a little bit, I mean, you're hoping.
No, but there's just a difference of thinking like, oh, shoot, did I lock the door?
Yeah,
and then,
but that's normal, right?
Right, but then it going through your head to the point where it's a compulsion,
No, I mean, it crosses my mind and then I just kind of like, whatever, it's fine. But I don't know. So I kind of touched on the routines that I have or my things. It's doors, windows, water, and then I wonder about that too. Like,
oh, that's my fault.
that's
well, it could wait.
That's Gloria forgetting to do something.
No, it's probably my mom calling me about something. It's okay. I'll call her back in a bit.
But mine is windows, doors, gas. What else do I check?
I check lights.
The lights in my truck, in my vehicle. The windows, I check in there. My lights. That I do. Yeah, there's a little list of stuff that I do all the time, and I have to do it.
So sure.
So, for example, kitchen windows,
Right.
I make sure they're closed,
Right.
locked, and I have to check the locks a few times before I say, okay, that's enough. Then I check the stove and make sure that the gas isn't on. And then the front door, I have to make sure that I press into the door to make sure it's latched. Check the two locks, press the door again to make sure it's latched. And then I check that little thing that I installed, the bolt thing,
Yeah.
to make sure that's engaged. In the bathroom, I check the door when I go in there to go to the bathroom.
Right.
I lock it,
Right.
press the door, lock it, make sure the door's locked. Press the door again, lock, check the lock.
Yeah.
A few times. Same thing with the water, but it's the sink water. And then I noticed too, like after I wash up, I'll check the knob, the water knob,
Yeah.
that it's off. So I'll like do a few, like, how you turn it and you turn it to close or turn off. So once it's off, I have to kind of turn it a couple times to make sure it stays off. Like the thing's going to magically just turn on again.
Right.
And honestly, this just kind of jogged a memory of mine. I have broken knobs and buttons that I had to constantly check. Like because I had to. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I'm a pretty strong guy. Whatever.
Copped out there, Hulk.
So I remember one time there was a faucet I was checking, and it was you turn it, right?
Yeah.
So I was turning it so much, and I got so tense, and like this is gonna stay off. I broke it. I've done it before. This was a long time ago.
Year?
No, not a year. It just shows you how long I've been suffering from it. So
yeah.
Let's see what other OCD things when I'm driving. Yeah, I'm trying to think what other. I mean, I'm sure there's other ones that I can't think of right now, but yeah, that's main ones. But it's something, like I said, I've been suffering from for a while.
I have one that you probably haven't caught unless you watch Beyond the Ring as I leave.
Which one is that?
Okay. So when I leave, I have to come back twice to check to see if I locked the door.
Oh, I do that.
Right?
I check the door like that too.
I lock the door, walk away, get to my car. I was like, shit, did I lock the door?
Oh, I don't get that.
No, but I was like, I know I locked it, but let me go check. And then I'll turn the knob a few times. It's like, okay, it's locked. And then I'll get my car, I'll turn the car on. I'll be like, it has to be 3 times. And it's only when I'm by myself, like, leave me. It's not like when I'm with you or with Jordan. If I'm with you guys, I'm relaxed in that sense.
Yeah, I do something similar, but what I do is when I leave, I close the door, I lock it, and then I pull on the door. And I pull it, make sure it's closed.
Right.
And then I keep pulling it, then I look at it like to make sure it's closed.
Right.
I mean, if you looked on our ring camera.
I'm sure you catch a lot of stuff on the ring.
Oh my gosh.
Because I do have other stuff like when I get out of the car when I'm coming home, if I'm by myself, not when I'm with other people, but if I'm by myself, well, maybe so with the Prius, maybe not so much now with the other car that we got.
Right.
I have to, well, I'm like to the door. I'm like, oh, did I lock the door? I'll run back, check it, check the passenger side and my side.
Right.
Okay, it's locked. Come back in, put my stuff down. Man, is it locked? And I have to go back at least 2 times to double check to see that it's locked.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. It's so weird. And those are like little things that people don't know and haven't caught on to, even, but yeah, with the rain, you catch a lot of things.
Yeah, so I wonder, like, sometimes when I suffer these things, these OCD episodes or whatever, there's got to be, like, for me, like, for example, the gas, right?
Right.
There's been instances, I mean, not so much recently, but before, where gas has been left on,
Right.
or a burner was left on, longer than it should have been, or
Right.
someone left it unattended or something. And I'm wondering if gets like etched into your brain, and now you have to check it all the time.
I do believe that.
Or if, like, you woke up one morning and you walked up to a door and the door just happened to be unlocked, or one of the 4 locks on there is not locked. Now you're like, I mean, I don't want to say paranoid, but now you have to check the
Well,
buzz
no,
every time.
when I was living with my brother, you remember how I had my own entrance
Yeah.
through the back?
Yes.
I had been gone a few days for work. I didn't come home for like, I think 3 or 4 days. And I came home and my basement door was open.
Mm.
And that door like had a really heavy bolt to it. It was heavy. And I was like, I know I locked this door. Right? I was I was very paranoid living in the basement by myself. I
Well,
mean, I know my brother was upstairs.
Well, it was a basement apartment.
Yeah, so it was not like it wasn't creepy or anything. It was just the neighborhood. I mean, it's not a bad neighborhood,
Well, the city of Chicago, so
but no, there
people out there are like,
something had happened around that time to where a woman's body had been found in a trash can not too far from us. So at that time, I was super like paranoid about the door and the windows in the basement. And it's an irrational fear in the basement because you remember how the windows were. They were like,
yeah,
3 feet thick. Like they had windows in the basement. But I remember I got home and the basement door was like wide open. And I had a habit of closing that door. I never really went out that door.
right.
And I remember that ever since then, um, I would have to get up throughout the night to make sure it was closed. And if I didn't get up to check,
Did you ever figure out why that was open?
no,
Wow,
no.
it's kind of scary.
No, but it could have been easily my brother who didn't close it all the way
Something.
through, or. But I was really freaked out at that point, with the lady, that incident that happened in the neighborhood and stuff, and I was just like really paranoid.
Right.
So I would have to get up throughout the night to check the door.
Right.
I would literally get up, put my shoes on,
Right.
walk to the door.
Mm.
First, I would touch it to see the lock, like you said, that it's facing the way that it's supposed to face. And then it was like a handle with what are those called? Not the knob, but it was like a handle. Well, it's a handle.
A latch or something.
A latch.
Uh-huh.
So I would put a lot of weight on the latch and make sure that it wasn't turning.
Uh,
And then I'd go back to sleep for a few hours, the door, and I'd have to get up and check. And I did this like 3 or 4 times throughout the night.
mhm.
And basically until I moved out.
So it sounds to me like it was a OCD developed from fear of what happened in the neighborhood.
Yeah. Have you
prior.
ever developed like a short-term OCD type of thing like that?
Short term? No. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I wouldn't say short term, no.
No.
All of the stuff that I suffer from now it's been a long time.
Right.
So it's like I said, I've decided at one point that I wanted to treat my mental issues, which I started, but I never finished. Of course, surprise, surprise.
Here we are.
Yeah, here we are.
Ta-da!
So, well, it's not completely my fault, right? Because at the time I decided, you know what, I'm going to start working on my mental health, which is very important, guys. You guys don't only worry about your physical. You got to worry about your mental health.
It's hand in hand.
Yes. So absolutely, please. Mental health is an issue. It's a big thing. It's something that shouldn't be ignored. So for myself, I decided, yes, I have this. And at the time, the place that I was working at was offering like a special mental health
I do remember that.
benefit,
Yeah.
right? And then I started to use it, and then I lost that job soon after.
Right.
So then I was kind of like stuck, I guess. So I got diagnosed with one of them, and he thinks that's wrong with me. But yeah, it's something that I gotta take accountability and get on that. Like,
Right.
and and this is just for me. It's I don't think it's a procrastination thing or anything, but I want to say it's more. I mean, let's face it, insurance nowadays and the cost of stuff, and I don't know. And then you just let life get in the way too. So, anyways, so for sure, yeah, I mean, myself, like I said, I'm holding myself accountable. Like, I need the help. I know I need the help. I have to be the one to want the help. So, with you guys out there listening, OCD, depression, anxiety, get it treated. Look for people to talk to about it. And if you gotta be medicated, you gotta, go for it. I mean, there's no shame in any of that. So,
No, and I think that a lot of the times people don't seek out assistance with like medical or medicine or any type of.
you can't do everything by yourself.
No, you can't. And sometimes it just helps to reach out and talk to someone. You don't have to take medication for it, but there's other strategies and other things that you could speak with your psychiatrist, right? You would go to a psychiatrist
Yeah,
for
or a
that.
psychologist, whatever, whichever. Because, yeah, I mean, you have to kind of do your due diligence,
Right.
see where you need to go.
You can come up with a game plan with your therapist or social worker or whoever it is that you're seeing, and come up with alternatives to maybe redirect your thinking or
Right. And sometimes it's minor adjustments,
right.
right? It's not always a major thing. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. But
Right.
you don't know unless you seek the help
No.
or you do something about it. Maybe you'll go to a therapist in a few sessions, you're starting to realize, this isn't, you know, whatever. And so maybe you need to go someone and they said, hey, it's a little more severe than we thought. Maybe we'll give you something to help you with it. You know
Right.
what I
And
mean?
you're the one that's in charge of
Yes, you are in charge.
you're the one in charge. The doctor is there to assist you in figuring out how
To treat it.
and what is going to work for you.
Right. But you have to take accountability and you are in charge. And you gotta want the help. I mean,
It's
do you wanna keep suffering with and suffering seems like a harsh word, but
no, but you know what though? People who do have
it's a
severe
challenge.
severe OCD, it is a challenge. It becomes physically painful for certain
Yeah,
people.
it does.
Thankfully, it doesn't sound like you're that bad, and I don't know.
I would
Said
say it's mild to the
it's mild,
moderate.
right? And like I said, mine is super moderate. It's just little clicks that I have to
Yeah.
do and perform and stuff, and outside of that, I'm okay.
All right, guys. Well, I think we're gonna leave it there for today. You got anything else you want to add, Gloria, or any questions, any comments, anything to tell the 4 people that are listening to this podcast?
What's up, y'all?
Hopefully, we get 5 after this
I
one.
know, right? No, just remember, seek out assistance, whether it's friends or, somebody who's going through the same issues you are. Just look for help.
Exactly. So, yeah, guys, if there's no shame in searching for help or going to therapy or
Or take
anything like that,
medications.
or taking medication. So go for it. Whatever helps you, go for it. All right, guys. So as always, thank you for listening to us talk for half hour, 45 minutes. We truly appreciate you, and please, guys, spread the word. Tell people what we're here. If you know somebody that suffers from OCD, share it. Share the episode with them. And, just be there for them and, be a helping hand. So don't forget to visit the website, the blog at sessionsandlessonsunscripted.com. And you can email us your contributions, comments, questions, anything else you have at sessionsandlessonsmail at gmail.com. And on the socials, just look us up on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. One quick word about Facebook. I know some people out there listening will visit that's the quote unquote session site on Facebook. It's named the Resound Rebel, which was the old name of the site. And for whatever reason, good old Facebook won't change the name after I requested a name change like 6 times. So if you go on there, it's going to be under Resound Rebel, but it is us. So if you kind of go on there like, hey, is this the same thing? Yeah, it's the same thing. Facebook is just, for whatever reason, not changing the name.
Stupid Facebook.
No, I don't want to say that. I love Facebook. Well, not Marketplace so much, but everything else is good. All right, guys, thank you again. Appreciate you. Be kind to yourself and others, and I will hope to see you on the next one. All 5 of you.
Bye.
Oh, bye-bye.